Hey guys, whoa, that was fun. Hey guys, it is Monday, June 29th. Oh my gosh. June is almost over. Half the year is basically gone. Don't panic. That also means that Camp Nano in July is literally right around the corner, aka, what, Wednesday? And I thought I was pretty set on doing my work in progress novel and pushing through with the sister side of this. And then a lot of little things have popped up that made me feel nostalgic for the graphic novel that I did and drawing and whatnot. And one of those things was my husband and I were watching some anime together, and we got the video game Jump Force, and we started playing it, and you can create your own characters. So I basically made the first two characters I created look like the two main characters of my graphic novel series, Procrastination. And I can't not think of it right now. I just want to bring it back and have something done with it, because there's just a part of me that feels like, I did it, I finished it, and I shoved it into a corner. And I know, I can remember when I was trying to finish it, because that ending was so rushed. Even I reread it, and I was I didn't spell anything out. They fought, and then the thing happened, and there was no explanation. So, easy option would be to just do an alternate end, or an extended ending, or redo the last chapter so it doesn't end there, and then add a couple of chapters in. But that's all, again, drawing it out and doing it as I did in manga form. That's the easy one, because I think that might not take as much time, but there's still a lot of parts of the story that I didn't get a chance to tell because I was trying to push through the story. And I had one of my friends read it, and she gave me a lot of feedback and a lot of questions, well, what was this guy's past? What did he do? What was that there and this? And I had all the answers. I don't remember them now because I can't remember what the questions all were. But I had all the answers, and she's like, well, why didn't you put it in the story? And I'm like, I don't know. Because I didn't know how to write a story that well. Or a lot of it was pantsing, but also I already drew it and put it online. That's what it is. Or, I printed it in 2 books ago, so I can't change it. So this is kind of my redemption opportunity. And I kind of really, really want to do it now and use Camp Nano to see how far I can get into it, because I know the whole scope of the story. So it's actually, I can measure out my progress. Whereas with my current work in progress, I kind of know what the first part of the story is. I still don't know if it'll be, a duology or a trilogy, because I have never written or semi-plotted, but I've never written past a certain point in the story, and it still feels relatively early on. So it could be longer than I think. I don't want to rush through that either, but I don't want to wait until it's done to do other things. So I guess I'm going to be a multi-project person. Long story short, even as I'm saying this, I'm pretty much convincing myself that I need to work on the revision and adaptation of Kuro Kenshin. Because as much as I would love to just redraw the whole thing, that's not feasible time-wise. It's, minimum 3 hours per page. And again, that would take a lot more plotting, drawing out, because it's a lot harder to draw things out a certain way, go back and edit it later. I would have to plot it panel for panel and then find the mistakes before even drawing it. So it kind of takes the fun out of it. I'm going to do it as an illustrated novel, aka just write it out as a novel, and then I'll do but I'm going to illustrate scenes from it. And then while I'm doing this, I can also kind of have fun being hey, this is what the old scene looked like when I drew it. Here's what it looks like now. I think it'll be more fun. So I think, yes, that is my plan. So I have a couple of days to prepare before Nano. I feel like I just kind of need to prep my space, which things are put away and it's clean. But I remember that pile of papers I had like a while ago. I finally got folders and a box to put them in. So I kind of want to work on that. I do need to edit last week's video yet. Or maybe I just need to stop thinking. I don't know what I'm doing yet. I need to kind of focus and figure out how I'm gonna tackle this project. Time to do some research. Yeah, I can do research. I don't use my brain that much. Okay, so I figured out what I'm doing right now. I'm going to kind of listen to some YouTube videos, writing book stuff, of course. I'm actually trying to see if anybody else is kind of doing a similar project. So far, I'm just going through all the subscriptions that I haven't listened to in a while, since I just listened to my audiobooks. So I'm doing that, and then I'm putting together these, just like the cardboard file boxes. So you have to follow all the directions and fold them up and whatnot. I probably only need one for all my papers right now. And I have another one downstairs with some of our videos. Yes, I'm gonna file these papers away while listening to YouTube and go from there. Like I said, I need to edit the video from last week. I'm thinking, because CAMPNANO starts Wednesday, July 1st, that this week will kind of be cut into probably just today, so it's going to be like a regular vlog. Tomorrow I got the writing workshop and we're having a special guest, so I'll try to talk about that, and then I'll kind of do nano weeks or something, nano blip. We'll figure that out. So it's going to be not quite as weekly, but it's still going to be weekishly. I'm kind of flying by the seat of my pants and getting stuff done. Just thought I'd let you know. Whoever you are. Probably my mom. Hi, Mom. Back to the grind. Here's the pile of papers to get filed. Files. YouTube. Box. Okay, I've made a lot of headway in the pile. Got my box kind of lined up here. Apparently, I decided to keep notes from my most recent time back at school. I was trying to take classes to get into a nursing program or physical therapy. Probably that's why I kept them, because I was going to take more classes. I do not need these. I do not need these. But look, there's my diploma in a folder. Yep. Life in a box. Okay, the papers are empty. Or not the papers are empty. The box, little tote thingy is empty. The folders I had been using are all empty. So I don't know what I'm going to do with them. And the box is full. Awesome. So I'm going to put the box away. Have you ever made something thinking, yeah, this is totally what I need, and then been like, no, I don't know what I'm gonna use it for? It's not anything big, but I had a empty box from one of my models, and it's one of the few that I saved. The other ones I have like stuff with books and like odd nostalgic items, but I had one that I had empty, and I wanted to like use it on, oh, there's no, go away. In the shelf to break them up, because they're pretty tall cubes, which is like, why haven't they made shelves for those? And if they have, I need to check Amazon. But I was like, okay, I'll put the box in, and I'm going to show you in a second. Like on this shelf, for example. So I took everything out of it. I'm going to put my box in, and it fits the width perfectly. So I could have it open and put stuff in it, and then it kind of breaks up the space, but it's also like, I can't put anything on top if I want to get to stuff inside it. Also, pet peeve, it's upside down, and this is the part I really want on top because it's the cover, not that. So, I don't know. I'm gonna check Amazon to see if they have like shelf inserts, and then I might try to make my own. Because actually. Okay. I just had an idea. It's not gonna be pretty, but I'm gonna try it. I'll see you in a second. So I'm gonna show you what I've started putting together real quick, and it's all with stuff that I have in my garage for projects. So I took everything off the shelves except for that thing there. And these wooden boards that I put in are actually from a like cupboard that my parents were getting rid of. It kind of was just needed to go, and I salvaged the shelves because I'm like, oh, that's good solid wood, and I was gonna like put them up on the wall, but they're pretty big. As you can see, it's like a 15 by 15 almost. Focus, thank you. And I didn't want to cut them because they were so already like perfectly cut. I had a couple of them painted because again I was going to try to make shelves, and I just laid them as bases because it's easier to build up on the solid wood instead of the grid. It's easier to build on the wood than the grid. So you guys can't smell it, fortunately, but my room smells of sawdust. I smell of sawdust. I might need to take another shower. But I had this shelf, which was shorter, and then this one. These white pieces were actually from a longer board that I used to make that shelf in there. And I literally just quickly did some measurements to get a good, like, height. And I got out the saw, cut through them. It's actually a bit wiggly, but I'm not going to be moving it around too much, so it should be okay until I actually, like, make it nicer. So, without the box on top, you got a little shelf there, and then I took the box that I wanted to use, because Zoids are amazing, and I taped it down differently, so instead of it flapping open this side, it's more of a sleeve. There we go. And it fits right there. So I can put papers, however I will need to do it. I got that pile of project stuff and other random things. So I'm going to try to make this shelf just nicer in general. Just to get it off my mind, I guess. And I'm sorry that this whole vlog has really not been about writing. But I guess this is part of my process, is when I get distracted with other things, I need to do them. I need to be organized to a point, but like my life needs to be organized. My work can kind of go all around, but I need to organize things, and especially with Camp Nano and having like a writing focus every day, I would feel guilty taking the time to like put these shelves together or cleaning the garage, which I now have to do because there's sawdust everywhere. That's gonna be it for today. Hopefully tomorrow I can show you if it looks better. I'll show it to you guys. I don't think it's gonna be like too organized or nothing, but yeah. Good thing I'm splitting up these videos because this one's gonna be super long. Yay! All right. All silliness aside, I'm gonna organize these things real quick and kind of clean the garage, kind of go dance. Maybe.